Are you struggling with the strike, particularly on your irons? If so, then have a look at this video, because what we're going to talk about is how you can use fitness and exercises to help move your body better, and also we're going to bring in some golf swing drills so you can start striking your irons a lot stronger.
Nice. So ball, divot, a little bit of mark on the ground.
Little bit.
Exactly what we're after when hitting an iron shot. Okay, I think most golfers fall into this category. A little bit thin, a little bit weak, not good golf shots, especially in those longer irons.
My weak shot all day long. If I don't quite get it, it's exactly that.
I wish I was that way. I'm very much the opposite. Big, heavy divots. Okay, so what we tend to see in the golf swing is sort of two categories. So if I'm hitting it in this direction, I would very much see a golfer that sort of slides too much to the lower half, upper half gets very much behind, and it all becomes a little bit this way.
Yep.
Another category, and we mentioned this before, that's standing up and we're sort of hiring the bottom of our arc up, so we're going to catch it above that sort of equator of the ball.
Yep.
Both not going to make that nice click as that just did there. So from a fitness aspect, let's just go nice and simple with this. What causes this? And what causes this, and just some simple exercises we can do to fix it.
Yeah, again, and like we said before, it's really common, and it's certainly common for me because it's my bad shot is to come forwards and just be too high on it with my lower body. And the key thing really is hip mobility. If we don't move the left hip particularly well as a right-handed golfer, so we can't rotate into this position, then you're sort of forced to come to the toes to kind of cheat your way out of that a little bit. I can come onto the toes and then I can get around it. As we know, if that's what we've done, then we've come up with the club as well, getting that skinny shot on top. And sometimes if your path is wrong, you're going to get it a little bit off the heel at the same time. And the second one as well is...
They get the unmentionable.
Huh?
Shanks.
Yeah, don't say the S word. Let's call it something else. the massive unmentionable, I think. Yeah. The second one is lower body strength, as we've said before, that if you can't keep the center of your mass through the middle of your body as you're starting to rotate like this, then we're shifting forwards or we're sliding to the left hand side because the lower body probably just isn't quite strong enough to keep you in that position.
Okay, so what exercises can we do?
So starting with some basic hip mobility exercise. What we can do is just get the joint moving. Really easy. You can actually do this stood in the fairway as we are now. Use a club to lean on, and then all we're going to do is draw a circle with the hip, but just guide it through the knee.
I'm going to have a go at this as well now.
Let's do it.
This is something that I really struggle with. So club down.
Yeah, anything just to lean on for a bit of balance. You're coming up to the top with the knee here, out like a gate, turn it in so the knee's coming in, and then just draw a circle and come up to the top again, and then you want to go in reverse, so we go back towards the butt, open it out.
Meant to clunk?
Yeah, you'll get some clicking and clunking, and that's just the joint moving around like that. Just nice and wide. Try and keep as wide as you possibly can. Try and keep the knee as high as you can. So we're not down here doing these short little motions. We're trying to maximise and expand how much movement that you're getting.
Okay, and then I'll get on the opposite side?
Yeah, both sides.
So what is it again?
So you're going to come up to the top as you are, out to the side. Internally, so turn the knee down and then keep that knee up high round the back, and then up to the top again, extend back, and then try and go really wide now, as if that bit particularly here when you're coming round, imagine you're going over a little fence and you're trying to get over the fence. That's it. And try and keep yourself nice and tall, so the temptation is to sort of lean with it and move your body around.
Very elegant doing that.
No. You want to feel like it's just this joint moving, so we're sort of scooping around and I'm not having to manoeuvre.
Not to do. That is what to do. Okay, so the second exercise.
Yep.
So before that, sorry, how many reps should we do on this one?
Really simple, 3 to 5 is plenty.
And that, is it one doing it both ways? Does that count as well?
Yeah, one both ways, so forwards and then backwards.
Okay, next one.
Next one, we're going to do just a basic squat.
Okay.
So you're going to demo this one for us, Alex. And again, loads of different ways to do squats. You know, we can hold the club out, we can have the club above, you can just put the club on the floor and just put your hands on the chest. Just a case of get your lower body moving. So you're getting a bit of mobility, but building up some strength as well.
So we've done mobility mainly on the first one, and this is a bit of mobility and strength.
Yeah.
Okay, so club out in front.
Yep, and it's just a simple squat. Good. Just a comfortable depth. Something around 8 to 10 reps, maybe 8 to 15 if you're a little bit more advanced, you want to do some more.
Past 90?
In an ideal world, we always say hips below knees, but most people can't achieve that. It's not realistic, and it's very much dependent on how you're built in terms of how you move, how long your legs are, how wide your hips are, that type of thing. So just to keep it really simple, just go to a depth that's comfortable. So if you're starting off and you can only get to here and this is hard work, then we hope that in time, by the time you practice, maybe getting here is a little bit easier.
Okay, fab. So by doing this, we're saying you're less likely to stand up, because a little bit of strength,
Yep.
but also some mobility was going to really help us get more this way in the golf swing. Now, from a golf coach's point of view, if you can work on all these aspects off the golf course, we can get a bit more kind of externally focused down towards strike and just the ball, and hope that all this comes through into the golf game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best way to work. If you can fix this all in the gym, then 9 times out of 10 you take it to the course, it becomes a bit more of an inherent movement pattern. So it's something that you can do subconsciously,
yeah.
rather than being like, right, okay, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, and I've got to feel this.
Exactly. It's kind of like learning to drive. You know, when you first learn to drive, you're like, right, foot on the clutch, change gear, look in the mirrors. You don't do any of that now. You just know how to do it. Depends how good a driver you are as well, right? If you're looking in the mirrors or not.
Very true.
And it's the same with your body. You know, if you can teach yourself to do some exercises in the gym, you get yourself, your movement capacity increases, then by the time you're coming to hit a golf ball and coming for a lesson with you and you're saying, right, I'd like to try and get you here and there, you've got a better chance of doing it.
Yeah. Okay, so let me step in here now. Let's go and talk about a sort of just a drill, and this is a really nice simple one. All I want you to do is actually just place a T-peg just in front of the ball, in the ground. So as we've said, most people really struggle with that downwards hit. We're saying by strengthening aspects of your body, you're more likely to move better. So if we can add this into a bit of external focus and saying, okay, T-peg just a finger width in front, can we feel like we're hitting the ball and taking the T-peg out?
Yeah.
Really, really simple. And for most golfers, doing this with a short iron is okay, but then building into a longer iron is going to really take our strike from being sort of that thin to moving it up a few grooves and that nice ball instead of strike. Okay, proof's in the pudding.
Let's see it. Pure.
Oh, be in the hole. Probably quite a long way away. But look, ball, then divot, strike. So we both really hope you enjoyed these videos. If you do enjoy these videos, don't forget to hit that big red subscribe button. Also, use these exercises. Report back, let us know how you get on, and for more information on what Nat does and some online screening, so don't forget you don't have to be in the area to benefit from these courses, her link is down below.